you've advanced this idea of teacher noticing as one way that teachers can improve their own practice. Can you unpack that
Sure.
term concept for us, teacher noticing?
Yeah, so a good way to think about it is that I think teachers make something like 200 decisions, 250 decisions in the moment of one classroom lesson. And so what that tells us is that they're paying attention to a lot of different things at any given moment. There's a lot of visual and auditory stimuli coming their way, along with there's human beings in the classroom. So when we think about teacher noticing, we're thinking about what are they paying attention to and how are they reasoning about it to make informed teaching decisions. So we can think about it that in a classroom, it's pretty common in the US that we take kind of a behaviorist approach. So teachers spend a lot of time paying attention to classroom behavior. Are students being compliant? Are they following the rules? And less time to the kinds of ideas that students are contributing, what those ideas mean, and how they can use kids' ideas to move learning forward. And that idea of being attentive to kids' ideas is really central to what the Common Core standards, the standards, the NGSS standards, but even in Common Core standards and next generation science standards, those are sort of a beginning, but this idea of attending to kids' thinking is central to what we know about good learning, regardless of standards, right? So being compliant doesn't necessarily mean you're going to move kids' learning forward. Paying attention to kids' thinking is a way that you can move kids' learning forward.
Right, in a context where there's so much noise and distractors in the environment, right, where the teacher really has to be trained to focus and look for this with students, right?
Yes, I mean, exactly. I mean, there's so much going on, right? So they have to learn how to begin to pay attention to kids' thinking, but kids' thinking is really complicated because a teacher's teaching something that they've sort of acquired expertise around, but then they have to sort of step back and almost abandon that expertise and put themselves in the shoes of the learner and try to listen from where the learner is, from where that learner's coming, which is really complicated. Imagine, you have 30 or 40 of those learners in your classroom. They're all coming from different places. So you really have to be attentive to where they're each coming from.